Automobiles kill, on average, 300,000+ a year just in the U.S. alone. Of course, this is over the entire world. It's in the millions. But we're not shaking with fear of it. And tornadoes kill, on average, hundreds and hundreds of people every year in the U.S. This is one of the worst on record, 300 in just the last couple days. And they're finding more dead bodies. Tsunamis killed hundreds of thousands in 2005. It's now up to 50,000 dead or missing in Japan with a tsunami and earthquake. But there is a irrational fear, a hyperventilating fear of firearms, of terrorists, of men with turbans and big beards. It's fun to get into the fear. I heard a local talk show host this morning literally tremulating in their voices and in abject terror of concealed carry holders. And then that the Texas Homeland Security Committees pass it into the full House to have open carry. And by the way, that's not illegal. This is all a trick. Concealed is illegal under common law. And then under the Second Amendment, it's always been illegal to hide arms because criminals hide arms. Open bearing of arms is only illegal in a few globalist cities like New York and Chicago. Though you try walking down the street in Texas, I mean, they even stop you now if you're walking across from your farmhouse to your 40 acres across the street in the middle of nowhere. Cop, pull over. What are you doing with that shotgun? Got a shotgun. I'm walking around with it. I don't know. I'm going to go shoot some Tweety birds. Go shoot some doves, some quail, whatever. I'm going to fry them up in a skillet. What are you doing? Well, just making sure, because it's a gun, and I've been taught to be real scared of it, because I watch TV at night with drama shows based in New York, and no, I'm in East Texas. I just believe in television. I can't differentiate reality from fiction. This morning, the Department of Homeland Security Committee in the state of Texas passed a open carry bill into the full House. It's not law yet. It's got to go through the House and then the Texas Senate. And I heard local radio, scanning the channels, multiple talk show hosts, hyperventilating in fear that it'll be Wild West, mass death, mass killing. Oh, my gosh, why are they doing this? And I heard the effeminate, really fetish of groveling and saying, I only want officers to be armed. I want to feel safe. Well, first off, it's never been illegal, except in a few controlled globalist cities like New York and Chicago, to have open carry. It's a trick of government to say you can have a concealed carry because that's the only area government has a right to give you a license for something that would be illegal, because under common law and under the Bill of Rights and Constitution, Declaration of Independence, a concealed weapon going back to common law 1,000 years ago in Europe, it was illegal to carry a sword or dagger hidden. Thieves, criminals, murderers don't want you to know you have a weapon. Why do you wave at someone when they're a friend? Why do you wave? Why do you shake hands? Because you meet a traveler on the road, they wave, hi, the old European gesture, hi. Every other culture did it. Humans are all the same. And then when you meet them, you generally, in the ancient handshake, with both hands, reach out and grasp each other's hands. The more modern is one hand. It's, I don't have a weapon. And if they caught you in every European culture, and it was the same in Asian cultures, if they caught you with a concealed dagger or a concealed weapon, generally you got hung by the neck until dead. You see, I don't need a license in Texas to wear a firearm on my side. I don't need a license to walk down Main Street with a shotgun or with an AR-15. And to hear the manifest ignorance. Now, I am for people openly carrying because it breaks the taboo. We go back to 1930s Texas, 1930s Vermont, 1930s Arizona, before they started changing it. And I remember just 20 years ago, you saw guns and gun racks everywhere. They now pull you over in rural areas in Texas if you've got a 30-06 in your back window. And I just scratch my head and I say, why? Why are even, cops who know it's not illegal, why are they pulling you over? And I've talked to family and others who, have been out at our home place, and they're walking from the farmhouse over to the field, and the cops see you with a shotgun. They pull over and ask, what are you doing? In America, in rural areas, 10 miles from a little town, there's nobody around. and you've got a shotgun, so the cops pull over and ask, what are you doing with a shotgun? What do you think I'm doing with a shotgun? I'm walking around out here, shooting at stuff, peddling around. You see, it's all about being minded and being taught you're a little serf, because serfs and slaves couldn't have weapons. We're going back to that. And they hate it that people are going to rallies with guns on their sides all over the country. They hate it. And then all the time people call the cops, and the cops go, it's legal. It's legal. So what they're saying is, since you're a CHL and we tricked you to come get a licensure from us, a letter of marque to do something that would be illegal, to conceal, now we're going to say under the conceal, you're allowed to show it. Because, see, hundreds and hundreds of people, I was looking at the numbers this morning in Texas, have been given misdemeanors and gotten in trouble. Because, oh my gosh, if you leave your fanny pack unzipped and they see the handle of the gun, or your jacket flaps and they see it, then all these ninnies start urinating on themselves, literally, and running and panicking. I see a slave with a gun. I see a fellow slave with a gun. But I want to tell these panicking talk show hosts something. These panicking, gelded, castrated men. Kennesaw, Georgia, Florida, you've got all the statistics. Generally, it's about 23% within 1 year of a concealed carry, crime drops. Home invasions, robberies, carjackings, over 20%. Some states it's even higher. Kennesaw, Georgia, it was 87%. That's state's own numbers. Because criminals are scared to mug a woman if she's got a fanny pack. You know, criminals will tell you, they look at a jogging woman, does she have a fanny pack? Is there a little 25 in there? You see? They're scared. Crime goes down, you domesticated idiots that are scared of seeing a fellow citizen with a firearm, but go into creamy-eyed delight to see a government person with a gun. We are the government in America. We built this country. It's about owning guns, you coward!